Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to another video. I have a good one today. I am commuting on this bad boy, which is the ARCC Electric Brompton. So I'm going to see what it's like to commute on an electric Brompton. So it's going to be interesting. I'll be able to give you guys and girls a real good comparison as to what I think and what this is like to actually commute on. Now here's the plan. I am going to ride all the way into central London, from East London in Stratford to central London, probably about 7 or 8 miles, and then what I'm going to do is get the tube back. So I'm going to ride to the station, fold it all up, see what it's like carrying it around on the tube. Big shout out to ARCC. This bike is fun to ride. It is really fun. It's a very different experience, so it's going to be a good video. Stay with me to the end. Let's get on the road. Now I have done a full video on the full details of this bike, so if you want to check that out and find out more about this bike, I'll link that video down below. It's a very in-depth one. I enjoyed doing that one. So anyway, enough rambling, let's get on the road. I've been going a few miles in manual mode. Manual will basically give you a set amount of power no matter what. Automatic, on the other hand, will give you boost. As and when you're pedaling, it uses a torque sensor and the cadence sensor. So in manual it felt quite good. I must admit, it helps you a lot uphill. It helps you a lot uphill, peeps. For those of you who don't know, 15 mile an hour is the max it can assist you to. So at 15 mile an hour, it cuts out. So it's actually quite nice to stay below 15 mile an hour, because then you're always getting some sort of assist. Okay, so both brakes on, boost, 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 boost. She's off. Launch control works. Okay, so at the lights, both brakes pulled in, pressure on the left pedal sets the launch control, and let's go. Woo! Fine humans, I'm about 4 miles into the ride. I'm about to tackle the first relatively big-ish hill, so I'm intrigued to see how this performs. Okay, so heading uphill now, peeps. I'm going to turn it up to full power, give myself all the boost. Interesting, so gave me a good boost up there, I must admit. Not even breaking a sweat, to be honest. That's not the easiest of hills, so I'm impressed. Crossroads, let's go. It's good, she's pulling. She's pulling. Oh, that is so good. So good. So I have made it to Regent's Park. This is an 8-mile ride, and I must admit I am impressed with this machine, this ARCC converted electric Brompton. It is really, really good, and there's a few reasons why. Number one, it makes the ride easier. Like, I'm here, I'm barely broke a sweat, to be honest. It was pretty casual. It gives you enough boost when you need it. Stop starting through London. 2, the launch control is a joke. The launch control is brilliant. At the lights, you just hold both brake levers, put your foot on the left pedal, and then let go of the brakes, and it gives you 4 seconds of boost, of full power boost. And it makes a difference at the lights, and this is coming from someone who's commuted for over 2 years in London. A big win on the launch control. Uphill as well, really, really good. I mean, what can you say? It gives you more power because you're under 15 mile an hour, so it's a constant boost, so you really notice it uphill. I notice it uphill, so that's a massive win as well. Now I will say that your ability is going to affect how much this actually helps your ride. So for me, for example, I ride a road bike. I'm used to riding at the weekends, so yeah, depending on your ability, your cycling ability is going to depend on probably how much this actually boosts you. For me, I find it really fun. You know, it's nice to just get on it. It's very leisurely and it's very nice. For someone else who's maybe just started out riding, started commuting, it might actually be like a necessary. You might really find it helpful to actually boost you into work. The modes are also interesting. So you've got automatic and manual. Automatic is going to work out with the torque sensor and the gradient sensor how much power it should give you, whereas manual, sort of, you set your power and that's the power you get. So if you're uphill, it'll give you that power. If you're on the flat, it'll give you that power. Now, next on the agenda, I am going to go into probably Oxford Street. I might get a coffee and a croissant, a little treat, a little Saturday treat. And then what I'm going to do is go to Tottenham Court Road train station, a very busy station, may I add, on the Central line, and I'm going to get the tube all the way back to Stratford station. Now I'm nearly home. I've just stopped in the park because it is a nice day. What I would say is fold the bike up to take it down the escalators, etc. But unfold it where you can and just wheel it around. It is a little bit heavy with the battery and everything. Where I could see it coming into play and working well is, say I need to ride into central London and then get a train to Manchester, and then the other end at Manchester ride 3 miles as well. That way, you know, you can get into London quick, you get your main train, and then you can use the bike the other end. That would be really handy. But it folds down so small like any other Brompton. So there you go, that was my experience riding the ARCC electrified Brompton. It was good overall. The first time that I've ridden a bike like that in central London, and having commuted for 2 years, I would definitely say that there is a place for this bike in my bike garage, aka my lounge. Because it gives you that leisure aspect of riding, and it gives you the ease. I could see you going out for drinks after work and taking it. You can go wherever you want and do your normal life as a commuter or a London goer, a Londoner, and it won't get in your way. You won't think, I've got a bike, where can I lock it? You know, you can put it under the table in the pub, etc. So overall, it gets a thumbs up from me. Really big thanks to ARCC for actually sending the bike out and let me experience this bike. A lot of us are going back to work now after the pandemic, so a lot of people may be commuting. I know a lot of people who have got into cycling, and a foldable bike would be good. An electrified foldable bike just adds more fun and is exciting and interesting to use, a different aspect again. So overall, yeah, I'm super pleased with how it actually was. If you want to see more videos like this, then do let me know. I want to give you guys and girls exactly what you want, so just comment down below and I'll be happy to answer. I'm sure ARCC bikes will also jump in and answer if it's a bit techie. If you want to see more content, subscribe. If you like the video, big thumbs up, and as always, until the next one, self-love and safe riding.